Epstein with your morning flash update. And this update is for the morning of Tuesday, the 7th of May, 2024, 8:20 a.m. And this is Central Time. No major U.S. economic data due out today. The markets all, if you will, broiled up over ideas as to what is really going on with the Hamas-Israel Accord. Every news source that I'm reading has a different story on it. It's amazing. Then I'm watching the interviews on TV. They don't go along with it either. I think it all boils down to two things. Israel, never have I heard them say that they are willing to do a full pullout of Gaza. They have said in the past that during a truce period, there would not be any military operations other than defensive measures if they were attacked, period. It appears that the things being agreed to call for much more than that. Where that language comes from, many sources point the CIA involved in it, Egypt, Qatar. Israel says no, those aren't the words that it used at all. So we'll find out. But here's the key. If you're down in the energies right now, and if the gold market is lower, there's some news here to talk about. And the news here is that maybe they can get over the wording hump and get something done. That is where I think you're at right now. When we look at the bonds and the notes, you can continue to see that you are losing steam in the back end. So the 10 years back down into the 4 or 5 range, no longer a 5%. You can see the bonds losing. It's the very front end that's holding up, as it should, because they're more sensitive to whatever the Fed does. All kinds of action in the grain. This is the time of year when too much rain, too little rain, you get the stories all over. And as you're seeing all these storms go through the heartland of America, Oklahoma hit again last night. You know, the question is, what is it doing to the plantings? I cover this in full detail today in my morning research reports that I'll be putting out about 11:30 this morning, and give you some news stories in there that you can go read yourself as to what the crop scouts are seeing. When we take a look at the currency market, it's as though they've finally gotten quiet. The markets are just getting over adjusting to the U.S. jobs report on Friday. That is so key to remember. We got the first report that showed real weakness in jobs. That doesn't mean that it's a bad number. It was actually still a very good number by historic means. But it was a weakening, and that weakening has the market thinking that the Fed is getting ready for a cut, if not more than a cut. That's where the thinking is. Whether it's right or wrong, well, time will tell us on that. Copper market, I still think, is one of the strongest of the metals, but in need of a bit of a correction. The platinum market came alive today. I didn't think it was going to be up as much against the other metals, but it did. Might be going to the upper Bollinger Band. Pay attention to that. And as I said, sort of drifting here, drifting in the stock market, trying to come up. We still get earnings reports. Remember, today is the day that you're going to hear from Apple on its iPad, its new chips. There's a lot of talk going on, so the buzz today will be all about that. Disney reported today, and now it seems to be that what they're after is password security. We've already seen Netflix do it, and it works, so Disney apparently wants to follow suit with that. Want to remind you that I cover this in detail each and every morning in futures, stocks, spiders, and ETFs for my subscribers. Now, here's what I do. We will be going through charts in the morning. They'll look like this. They'll have a black background. I put up every morning technical analysis on your members login page. It'll look like that. You'll get into the videos, and then we're covering weekly charts. We're covering daily charts. We're looking for them to come together, give us a reason for a trade. I then discuss the pattern with you, show you what I am seeing. You take it from there. You have free access to special reports. Other people don't have free access. Their free access is limited in a 365-day period to very few. You can get all this, just go in and to view it at iraepstein.com research. Move your cursor to the top up here. That'll take you there as well. I'm Ira. I'll catch up with you at the end of the day as we do our review as to what the markets did for this trading day. You have a great one, and I will talk to you then.